My name is Maddie Cunningham. I'm a student at Oklahoma State University. I'm a journalist, I'm a writer, I'm a blogger, photographer, multimedia director at the Ocali. I'm an RA. I do 1.5 million other things, but most of all, I'm a storyteller. I'm a completely self-taught videographer. I started out doing videos my senior year of high school. I worked for a local magazine and they wanted to introduce video content onto their online webpage, and basically just said, hey, here's a camera, or actually I provided my own camera, and they said, hey, go figure it out, and had never seen a video, software before. It was terrifying. It took me 3 weeks to make a minute-long video. I was actually put on as an editor at the Oklahoma State University's student-run newspaper as a freshman, because I was the only person that had the skills and knew exactly what to do in their videography department. So I actually continued to run their multimedia section of their website and have a staff that has grown from 3 to 24 in the last semester. One really cool thing that I was able to do at the Ocali this past year was Whiteboard Wednesday, which was basically an experiment with series. I created WBW, as it was hashtagged, in order to ask people more meaningful questions via a whiteboard. So what I did was I would go around campus and I would carry around a whiteboard and a marker and my camera and ask questions like, what inspires you? How would you define passion? Another one was, what stands in the way of you in total happiness? And see what kind of responses I would get from the student body, or random adults or professors that just happen to be on campus. I actually worked on a promotional film with another friend of mine for our theater department here. It was for the show The Last 5 Years, and we actually spent about 7 hours on location filming for a 2-minute video. It was a very long day, and we probably shot all around town in order to get the shots that the director wanted right, and ways to make the actors feel like they were the most in their element. It was a long day, but the video is probably one of my favorite that I've ever been able to put together. It's edited very smoothly, the transitions are great, the shots were beautiful, and it was a real joy to be able to work with somebody else on that and to collaborate in that way to make it look exactly the way that I wanted it to look. If there's one thing I could film, it would be theater. I've been involved with it since I was a kid, and there's nothing more interesting, there's nothing more passion-driven that I've seen in my life than theater. I love everything from the behind-the-scenes aspect to the actual performance aspect to the rehearsals, everything about it. One of my favorite things to do is to shoot behind-the-scene video, actually, and that's what I started out with at Amarillo Magazine a couple years ago. Everything that I did was shot from behind this perspective of the photographer, or with the editors telling them what kind of shots they wanted, or the ballet dancers talking, or the cooks cooking their food in the background. And it was all very, this is what's happening, this is how it's done, this is how we're shooting it. And I really like being able to give that perspective of this is what's happening behind the scenes. It's very interesting. I really believe that if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. And I've taken that and I've used that as my inspiration to do whatever I want to do and to learn whatever I want to do. I really think that the world is endless and that the possibilities are endless. You just have to have that drive to do so.